Congressman Matt Gaetz is feeling the pressure as more of his former friends agree to cooperate with federal prosecutors. Farron, I don't know anybody in America or the world who's reported more on this story. I always ask you, I said, okay, so when is the other shoe going to fall? I'm not seeing it. This story, it's interesting. You got Big Joe Elliott. Talk about Big Joe Elliott hearing the phone call. And I'll talk to you about what the legal problems are.
Right. Well, we'll see here, and this is what I've said on my show plenty of times here, is that, Ellicott comes out, he gets popped for his own crime, unrelated to anything Matt Gaetz. But as part of his plea deal, he agrees to cooperate in other investigations, which does include Matt Gaetz. And he says, listen, I was in the room when you had Joel Greenberg make the call to Matt Gaetz saying, you and I both had sex with an underage girl. Now, that doesn't mean a whole lot.
Yeah, you see the problems with it.
Right. It doesn't mean a whole lot unless he's got the evidence to back it up. Because, if you have nothing to go on other than this guy who's been popped for another crime, that's not exactly, a smoking gun at the moment. So he's got to be able to come with something more than just this hearsay, basically, or else they're in trouble.
Here's the big problem. The Department of Justice is gutless, okay? Unless it is low-hanging fruit that they can grab and run with, they're not going to do anything with this, I'm telling you. They've got all of this indicia of something wrong, like the 2 payments for $900 to pay to hit up being the 17-year-old girl during a time where Matt Gaetz is 36 and the girl 36 years old, the girl is 17. So if you look at this, it's interesting, but you don't have a Department of Justice that's going to say, okay, I think I can work through the problem that we didn't hear, we don't know what's on the other end of the phone. Could be anybody.
Right.
All of it is hearsay. We can match the phone records, we can do things like that, but at the end of the day, what do they call him? Big Joe Elliott?
Yeah.
Big Joe Elliott, who is one of the runaround friends with Greenberg, their best pals. They're talking about the 17-year-old. You still have to tie that up.
Right, exactly. And another thing, though, that works against Matt Gaetz right now, and I think this is probably the bigger fish, is that his ex-girlfriend, of course, has agreed to cooperate with prosecutors in exchange for not getting hit with obstruction of justice charges. And, of course, she was dating Matt Gaetz during all of this. Apparently, based on what I can tell, I guess they had an open relationship. You were allowed to, have other people come in. And so if she was there, of course, and has any kind of corroborating evidence, which is the part people always want to forget about, then, yeah, that's bad for Gaetz. But I get a lot of people that do reach out and say, why have they not arrested Gaetz yet? Why is this still going on? Well, we have all of this. We've seen what's kind of out there. Exactly.
Right,
and I always point out to people, could you walk into a court right now and prove that he did this? No, you can't. We can see it clear as day.
There are good lawyers that could probably make a case out of this. But what you see with the Department of Justice, if they can't win it cold, where it's all there handed to them, they're not going to handle the case.